Hey everybody, welcome to April 1st, Wednesday, April 1st, 2020, part 16 of this daily blog. Well, we made it to April. Thank goodness March is behind us. Whew! We start a new month, and it feels like every day is a new year, isn't it? So, this is going to be a real quick one. I have two quick, interesting things that I want to talk about with you today. First of all, big thanks to everybody who has ordered books through my online bookstore. I really appreciate that. As long as the post office is open, I can continue sending books out. And it's free shipping, by the way, during this whole thing. So, information is down below. I heard a little lecture by the interesting writer and speaker Eckhart Tolle yesterday. He's putting out these little blog posts as well, way more interesting, I think, than mine. And the other day he was talking about how to deal with fear, because we're dealing with two viral problems today, aren't we? One, of course, is the virus itself, but two is how viral our fear has gone over this. And fear, creates anxiety and gets in the way of productive thought, and it does all of these things. I don't have to tell you that. So he was talking about how to try to deal with it. And I wrote down something that he said. He talked about how we're all full of these self-serving thought bombs swirling around in our minds continuously that are making us unhappy and have no useful purpose. Self-serving thought bombs swirling around in our minds continuously that are making us unhappy and have no useful purpose. And, we know where anxiety comes from. We know where our anxiety comes from. We know, why we're afraid, but we don't know how to deal with that fear. And, one of the things that he suggests in this video is to begin with awareness, right? Just to center down, sit and think about your fear, think about what's happening, that's going on around you. And if we can simply be aware that we are feeling the way that we are feeling, and that it is okay to feel the way that we are feeling, with that awareness comes a certain level of freedom from the fear, right? Because awareness suggests control. We bring back a little bit of more control to us, because freedom is about control, right? So try to center yourself, try to relax a little bit, think about what you're actually afraid of. Think about these fears. Be aware that much of this is completely out of our control. And once we're aware of it, we can better deal with it. Give it a try. You never know. It's like I recalled this old proverb, and I looked it up, but for the life of me I can't find it. I can't find it, but it's been banging around in my head, and it's something like it's very difficult to find a black cat in a dark room, especially if there is no cat. Right? It's very difficult to find a black cat in a dark room, especially if there is no cat. Don't try to find the black cat, folks, because there may not be one. So one quick announcement that I wanted to make, which is I'm really thrilled by it is April, of course, is National Poetry Month. Let's focus on the good things here. It's National Poetry Month, and my little volume of poetry that I put out a couple of years ago, here it is, invisible one. which is the story of our trip to India and Turkey and Nepal when my daughter was only 10 months old. Was named as a must-read for the Waltham, Massachusetts Patch, walthampatch.org or .com, and they picked out this book of poetry. A great writer down there, another also a great poet, Jessica Lucy, selected it. So I'm really proud of that. And I thought, as long as the book was selected and it is National Poetry Month, that I would read you a short poem from that volume today. And it's the poem that they actually pulled out as an example from the book. So I'm going to read that to you today. This is from my book, Invincible One. Fabulous cover, by the way, by Catherine Maus, M-A-U-S. I'll put both Jessica and Catherine's links down below here. So here's the poem. This is called Grace. India, beautiful madness. India, harsh, abrupt, relentless, raw and alive with living, gorgeous sin, wrapped in tika, fire, and aluminum. And she does not care what you think of her. India scoffs at New York City or Paris, makes you question everything you think you know. And in the end, at the edge of your ability to comprehend your place here, India is a baby and a great-grandmother laughing. A little short poem for you today. Okay, that's it for today, folks. Remember your place, center down, come to terms with your fear, and don't forget that we are all that we have. We got to stick together to get through this, and we'll be okay. Wash your hands, and I will see you in the morning. Bye-bye.